think I usually would start off with disappointing, but I think everybody that follows this team knows that it stings a little bit extra, being the opponent that it is. Um, but we get them a third time, and we're looking forward to that. This was a tough result, but we'll take it on the chin. We'll move on. We'll learn from it.
Braden Norse, Denver Post.
Hey Keegan, thanks for the time as always. Just what went wrong in the final 15 minutes or so, and for you, what kind of lessons can be learned for this kind of thing not to be replicated in the future?
Yeah, it's difficult to kind of pinpoint exactly what's going wrong. In the moment, we'll learn from it by watching it back, seeing how the plays break down, seeing what we can do better on each play. But part of my message at halftime for the team was we wanted to learn from the San Jose game, and I felt like we did that. We came out in the second half. I didn't think we seemed scared. I thought we still went for it. We got the third goal. Um, but again, now we have something to learn from in addition to that. But I do think that this team has that ability to adapt, to learn from things, to learn from the experiences that we're having on the fly, um, and we'll do that. Sorry, I'm not giving you a specific answer for kind of each goal and breakdown, but like I said, we'll look at it this week and learn from it.
Paul.
Keegan, Chris in the defense has done a really good job of creating a more compact rest defense and then also dealing with transition plays better. But at least in my humble observation, when you guys are kind of put under a siege mentality, that's still an opportunity where you guys are still working on that. Cincinnati, late second half tonight, late first half tonight. What's not working there, or what do you guys still have to improve on in those moments?
I think the challenge is the trying to decipher the black and white of going after a team and pressing them, and then kind of sitting in a mid block, a low block, whatever that may be. It's in those moments where we get stretched just a little bit. Um, Either our forwards get drawn out, or it's just that chain reaction kind of effect where it's just one after the other. We're just slightly late, and um, I think those are the moments that we're trying to get better at, and it's really difficult. Like I've said before, there's not really timeouts in soccer to kind of figure these things out, and go back to the drawing board. It's us as a team in a loud stadium trying to communicate each other to, okay, maybe this isn't the time to go. We should pull everybody back, just get compact and reset. And we talk about resetting a lot. Again, without seeing it back and watching some of the goals, I think those are usually the moments that cause us problems. And it hasn't just been this game. I think that's been in general. And I guess the only positive from that is I think we can, it's preventable. I think we can change that. We can be in control of those moments. If we're, the goal in this sport is to think collectively and all think the exact same things at the exact same time. And as you can imagine, it's a real challenge. And we'll try to get better at that.
What more do you need to do as captain or as just a member of the back line to work on that, to help be part of the positive change?
Just try to be proactive. Try to communicate in a way that you're kind of one step ahead at all times. Almost trying to kind of predict the flow of the game a bit. And again, it's difficult in a loud stadium. You can only say so much and communicate with so many people around you. And for me to even communicate to the front line is difficult. So, but again, it happens hours and hours and hours before the game happens on the training field. It happens. That's what we strive to do is we rep all these things so that we can do them all together all at the same time and without communicating, because you can't in the game.
Yeah.
That's what makes the sport fun. It's hard to get perfect.
Connor Kidd, LTC Radio.
And Keegan, the loss obviously the headline, but you scored 3 goals. You're scoring goals this season tonight. 3 goals from 3 different goal scorers. What's working for you guys going forward, and what are some areas that maybe you guys want to clean up in the attack?
Well, I think in general, we're generating a lot of chances. Like you said, we're scoring goals. I think the first goal tonight comes from the hard work defensively that we put in. We put them in really uncomfortable positions. I felt like they turned the ball over a lot. That's how well we started the game. We made them what I think was uncomfortable. A lot of turnovers in good spots for us. And I think Cole, exaggerates that by catching a goalie off his line. That they turned the ball over in a spot that they weren't wanting to, but that's another challenge for us, is to try to keep our foot down and continue to push like that throughout the entire game. But it can be exhausting. The way that we want to play can tire us out in times, and that's when we need to kind of come back and kind of feel that ebb and flow of the game. But it's encouraging for all of us that we're scoring goals like that. And coming into this game, if we score 3 away, we're looking at a really good result. And I think all of us would take that and see what happens.
Back to Braden.
Yeah, Keegan, RSL is just one of those teams that can really take advantage of any momentum they can get. I think they're 3-1 now when conceding the first goal. Just what is it about them that makes them such a dangerous team when they can find momentum and build on it?
Yeah, it's difficult to say. I think for them specifically, obviously they're a good team. They've been doing well this year, especially in this building. I think we're the only team to beat them here. The first time we came here. I think that is a little bit of the sport in general. I think when you feel that momentum, especially at home, you can really build off it and run with it. I'm sure the stats across the league for away teams is pretty telling. A lot of times the home teams are much more successful, and that's $1 million question. Honestly, why that is, you get a little bit of energy from the crowd, of course, but not sure exactly. But again, something that we're going to learn from and try to be better because of, and watch some video on it for sure.